Yeah.
Yeah? What else do we need to do? So you've got half of the formula there. What else do we need?
Okay, yeah. So 7, 10 plus 12.
Mm-hmm. Good. Plus 12, what is?
Equals 82.
Not quite. Make sure we're going the right way. So we're doing minus 70 plus 12.
62.
Yes, and positive or negative 62?
Negative 62.
Yeah, perfect. Negative 62 is exactly right.
Yeah.
Great. Well done.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that's really, really good. Great. So we'll do maybe a couple more practice of these ones. But well done. I think we're getting the hang of that. Okay, let's do 4 minus 1 minus 6 minus 11. Okay, so let's start with the nth term, and then we'll have a look at finding different terms once we get the nth term.
So we're going down 5 each time.
Yeah, so we're going minus 5 each time.
Yes. The starting point is 9, 0.
Yeah, so we're going back by 5 to get 0.
Negative 1 second. Negative 5.
Yeah. No, just negative 5 on its own. What's
N.
next? Yeah, perfect. N. And why do we need that N there? How many times do we take away 5?
And we take away 5 1, 2, 4 times. 4.
Yeah, exactly right. So we take 5 away for every term we have in the sequence.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're going for the nth term, we have to take it away n times. Okay, so let's start by finding the 5th term here. What's the 5th term going to be?
So the 5th term is negative 5 times 10. No, times 5.
Yeah, good, times 5.
Yeah, which is negative 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And then add 9.
Add 9, good.
Is 34.
It's 30. Not quite. So you're adding.
Yeah, is 14.
Not quite.
10 take away. 16.
Yeah, 16.
Negative 16.
Negative 16. Perfect. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And now have a go at finding the 10th term.
So 50.
Positive or negative?
Add negative 50.
Well done. Yeah, negative 50. Good.
9 equals to 41. Negative 41.
Yeah, perfect. Negative 41. Well done.
Yes. Is the 10th. Yeah, the 10th term.
Yeah, exactly right. That's the right answer. Okay, good. Awesome. Well done. That's really good. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to have another example. This time is going to be maybe a little bit trickier. We'll do minus 3, 1, 5, 9. So have a go at finding the term-to-term rule first, and then the nth term, and then we'll look at finding some other terms.
So, let me just so the term-to-term rule is add 4.
Yeah, good. So we can see our sequence is increasing, and every time we're increasing by 4. We're adding 4 each time.
The starting point is negative 7.
Yeah, good. Negative 7.
So negative 4.
No, negative 4.
Just
So what
4n,
are we
just
doing?
4n.
Plus 4. Yeah, perfect. So it's just 4n because we're adding 4 each time. Good, 4n.
Add it's negative 7.
Yeah, add negative 7, good. And if we're adding negative 7, what does that mean? What can we drop? So if we've got plus minus, what does that become?
Negative. No,
Yeah, exactly
negative.
right. So if you've got plus minus, then that becomes negative.
So, wait, what term do we need to find? So we need to find the nth term.
Yes, so this thing here is the nth term. So one thing to just make this a little bit neater is just if you get rid of that plus sign. So if you've got plus minus in a row, that's always just going to be equal to minus. So minus is the stronger one.
Okay.
So if you just get rid of this, I can do it. So we just get rid of that plus and then move this one into the center a little bit. Okay, good. So now let's think about trying to find some terms. Let's start with finding the 5th term of this sequence.
So, the 5th term. Okay, so 1, 2, 13.
Good, so we add 4, yeah. And now let's try and find the 10th term.
40.
Yeah, 40, and then?
So 4 times 10.
4 times 10. So not 4n times 10, just 4 times 10. What's that n equal to?
10.
In this? Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so we don't need the n as well.
Subtract.
Mhm.
40. 33.
No, yeah, 33, exactly right. Great, well done. Let's try one more. We'll try the 20th term. How would you find the 20th term?
80.
80, yeah, so we do 4 times 20, good.
Hold on. So 4 times 20 is 80. Yeah.
Yeah, good, 80. Yeah, 73, well done. Okay, I think we've got the hang of this, which is great. We'll do one more example. This one's going to be a little bit trickier. So do -1, -4, -7. Sorry. Let's change this up a little bit. -4, -7, -10, -13. So lots of negatives in this one. How would you find, first of all, we'll start by finding the nth term here. How?
Subtract 3.
Oh, sorry, I'm problems with computers. Yeah. Subtract 3 is our terms term rule.
So -1 is our starting point.
Yeah, good. So we go back by 1, we get -1. Good.
Yes. And then -1 and then subtract add. No, we don't need this adding sign.
Yes, perfect. There is one more thing that we're missing. What else are we missing?
The n.
Yeah. Where should we do? Yeah, exactly right. So the n is always next to the term-to-term rule. Yeah, so remember that the term-to-term rule, because we do it for every term, we have to repeat it for however many terms. So if we're looking for the nth term, we have to repeat it n times, right? Okay, good. Yeah, that looks really good. So we'll do the same thing as we've done with the previous ones. Let's start by finding the fifth term. What's the fifth term going to be?
So 16, negative 16.
Yeah, negative 16, good.
So 3 times 5.
Yeah, good. So we check that is the correct answer, yeah. Make sure you got minus 3 there.
15.
Not 15, it's minus 15.
Yeah, minus.
Good.
And I've noticed, yeah, so if you see here, yeah, it goes every time yeah. So 15 is so every time you do this, you go up by multiplying. It's the same for the multiplication, but you just add 1 on to each, as you can see here. So 3 times 5 is 15, and then this is 16.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like a reverse 3 times table, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, how would you find the 10th term? See if you
3
can use your
times-
rule as well.
3 times 10,
Yeah, 3 times 10,
which is 30.
30, yeah, good. Remember they're negatives as well. Minus 3 times 10, good.
Yeah. And there's 30, and then subtract, add negative 1, and that's going to be, just subtract.
So it's minus 30, take away 1. So remember that this guy here is minus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so minus 30 minus 1.
Yeah.
And what does that give
It's
us?
going to be negative 31.
Negative 31, exactly right. Okay. Awesome, well done.
Yes. So that's the 10th term.
Yeah, perfect. That's going to be the 10th term. Negative 31 is going to be the 10th term. Okay, great. Well done. Let's move on to slightly different questions. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at checking whether or not something is in a sequence. So let's go back to this sequence here, which we may have seen before. A little bit similar to our previous one. So what we do here is it's 3n plus 1.
Yes.
Okay, so 3n plus 1. And what we can do here is every time we jump 1 across, we're adding 3. So we've got our term-to-term rule, 3n plus 1. Is that okay with this sequence and the term-to-term rule? Does that make sense how we get that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to go straight in. We already have the term-to-term rule. So what we can also point out here is the fact that what we're going to do is we're now going to check whether or not a number is in our sequence.
Yes.
Okay? So do you think the number 19 is going to be in the sequence?
Yes.
Yes. Where is it going to be in the sequence?
And the 6th term.
Yeah, in the 6th term. So what we have is the 19 is going to be the next term. Okay, so that one was all right. That one we can work out quite nicely. What about 32? Is 32 going to be in the sequence?
So
How can we work out whether 32 is...